Alright, my dudes, I thought I would do the hiatus special, I guess. It's just to clear up some things. So I'm probably gonna talk about why I really been having or been feeling downs recently. But I'm gonna try to make this quick just because I have a lot of clips to go through. I was watching Matt again. Look, man, I tried to help him for like a year and a half. Whatever, dude. I don't want to say anything a bit negative. Whatever, dude. Okay. Okay, let's see. I just wanna, okay, let's see. Okay. Well, for this video, this is more of a terrestrial, earthly video of current events. I'm actually gonna try to stay away from this, just because, look, we're pretty much moving to the next phase, anyways. Like, I'll give the not milk the W on this one. The stuff, I'm going to illustrate to you with clips of, pretty much why they've won this round. They'll probably win the next round and the round after that. And the round after that, the truthers failed. All the people that you looked up to failed. Levette failed. Matt failed. My masters failed. Not my Qui-Gon. It's really ironic. He's not even into the spiritual stuff, and he made it, basically. Okay, yes, QS, he went, I don't know, what is that? I called that the truth or download before. Whatever. And my Yoda, whatever, dude. Okay. Okay, so I'm glad everyone enjoyed this video, so I will delete this in like a week. Well, most people. I got one dislike. Okay, but most people enjoyed it. Okay, this is pretty much to tell you how things gonna roll out in the near future. So, okay, so please watch if you haven't. Okay, so I'm gonna just try to go through this. So,
I guess I have to tell people the real reason why I hate astrology.
Oh, okay, and before I begin, when it comes to astrology, Monk, you did email me recently saying that, thank you, you gave me a better education in college ever could. And for that, I could cancel your request for an astrological breakdown. Look, I'm gonna do it, okay? It's just that there are reasons why I don't like doing astrology. It's like doing taxes, and then I have to reveal what I really know about astrology. Really, and Monk, first of all, you have one of the best charts I've ever seen. Like, seriously, like, your chart is only comparable to mine, really, but mine is obviously better because I'm in a very unique circumstance with my 10th house. But look, I'm gonna do your astrology chart, and and I know you gave me a bunch of shekels before for a field trip. Look, I set aside that money for the field trip, but it's because everything's still shut down that I can't take a tour of the temple. So don't worry about that. I'll get it done. Okay. So why do I hate astrology? Well, most people, their understanding of astrology is just wrong. Astrology is most of it's like tropical. That's wrong by a sign. Vedic is more accurate, really, just because it accounts for the precession of the equinox, the 1 degree shifting off, which accounts every 72 years. So we are basically one sign off. So, for example, if you look at my chart, I thought I was a Sagittarius my whole life, but I'm actually a Scorpio. There's other things, and then if you want to get into more advanced astrology, where you look into Levette, and a lot of people get their information from Levette, mostly the girls. Levette to me is a very strange character, just because compared to me, Levette's like 5 years old. Okay, like I remember one time she said that I have Freemasons learning astrology from me, and what did I say? I said if I was the Grand Sovereign Commander, I would excommunicate you. And I said that for a very specific reason. There are things in astrology which happen in the post-death state. So your natal chart is really at the point of birth when you it's the state that you were before you were born, really, when you were an astral light being before you came into your mother's womb, and you had a planning consultation service with the angels of oblivion, like in Mr. Nobody, where the angels of oblivion consult you. I've heard many accounts of this from people with near-death experiences or strange or new age things. Yeah, that's true. You chose in what incarnations come in here, and you agree to come in here, and when you become a quote-unquote wizard or join a secret society, you learn how to choose to You learn how to choose your incarnation on the earth plane at will. That's one of the greatest secrets that they have. And it's very obvious that the Tibetans can do this, because in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, it literally says that they do not respect their lamas until they really come in their sixth incarnation or whatever. And then you have these weird things where kids remember their past lives until they hit the age of 5. Then they get a avatar wipe. I mean, even like I've heard stories where people said, oh, like Levette's a great example. Oh, I just walked in. I'm a walk-in because I read Dolores Cannon. I'm a walk-in. No, there's a natural wiping process, really. It also is conducive with the mind wipe that happens anyways. Like, to even remember the pre-birth state is a dangerous thing. It can lead to this idea of an abomination, where the avatar from previous incarnations can manifest and take over the current vessel, really. That's why in Dune, there's this idea of pre-birth memories, genetic bloodline memories, which is also in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, and Dune talks about, and Dune's coming out soon on the 22nd. Or like this idea of instilling or installing previous incarnations, which you can do. I mean, that's more black wizard stuff, so I don't really talk about that because I don't want to give people ideas. But basically, there's other things about astrology. I mean, your natal chart is at the point of birth, but how come no one ever talks about at the point of death and what happens after death, really? Like Levette, I mean, she understands astrology well, but then she'll say to me, which are just strange things. She says, Sirius is the capstone that the builders rejected. It's Fomalhaut. It's freaking Fomalhaut. Fomalhaut is one of the royal stars. What's Fomalhaut, Aldebaran, Antares. So I mean, these are the fixed stars, and Regulus. So it's also encoded into the Bible, which would be Thomas, which is why. In the Matrix and Neo's, Thomas Anderson, he represents Thomas, the Gospel of Thomas. There's Andrew, Thomas, is it Simon? Yeah, maybe, or Simon or Matthew, one of them. I'd have to look this up. I mean, it's been a while since I looked at this up, so I know it's definitely Thomas, John, Andrew, either Simon or Matthew. It's one of them. So those are those are also the most important Gospels when it comes to the Bible anyways. If you look at the Bible in its truest 7th breakdown version, which is really an alchemical textbook, and a lot of it is pointing out the shifting of the age of Aries and moving into Pisces, which is why Jesus is Piscean, really. He's the coming calc of the Piscean age. And there's a lot of encoding of astrology into it. Like the 12 disciples is obviously the 12 zodiacs. Jesus is symbolic as the sun allegory in that context. And Revelations is really about of Aquarius, the coming age of Aquarius, really. So, I mean, that's why people instill fear into the book of Revelations and the apocalypse, when the apocalypse means a revealing, mostly by fundamentalists, literalists, dumb people, to propagate fear, to control people. I mean, there's a lot more to astrology, like specifically, like, how Levette talks about Thalem, in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Thalem is the point where it's the weighing of the feathers. That's where you go, quote unquote, weigh your works against an ostrich feather to see if you can pass through the gateway. Ooh. I mean, this whole journey process into the process of the dead, really, which is why they, quote unquote, had payment through works or did stuff. It's not that hard to pass through, like, seriously, it's not that hard. Like, you even see this in, Ready Player One, where they do the video of the creator of the game, of Oasis, and he has 2 silver coins over his eyes. That's to pay the ferryman. This whole process, then you go through the gateways, whatever, into eternity. And in eternity, then I would have to really talk about, Sirius, and then the importance of Sirius, the double diamond dog star, the beatification of Sirius, 3 stars to the right of it. I mean, look, I'm just going to mention the Bible and Christmas. I mean, people may not realize, but July 4th and Christmas is really holidays. Well, what do you think? Why do you think they're the biggest holidays in America? July 4th is a holiday to Sirius, obviously. And so is Christmas, because, it's Jesus' birthday. Okay, on December, that time period, which is the right after the winter yeah, the winter solstice, 21, yeah, 3 days. Yeah, the whole 3 days of darkness. Yes, okay, that point. Yeah, so at that point, it's where the sun no longer sits off the point and rises again. What's the story? Oh, the three wise men, the three kings, face east and saw a star. The eastern star is Sirius. Okay, like there's a lot to Sirius. I mean, Christmas is a celebration holiday to Sirius. If you don't know, the eastern star is to Sirius. It is like there's the Order of the Eastern Star, which is the female club for Masons, whatever. I mean, is this not obvious to people? I mean, the three kings is the three stars to the right of Sirius. I mean, come on, man, this is obvious. Whatever, but you know, then people get really weirded out about Sirius. Look, I don't give two shits about Sirius. I'm not going to Sirius, okay? Like, the reason why they pick Sirius is because Sirius is the brightest star in the sky that you can see. Like there's this little code gang sign. Oh, hello, fellow traveler. Which direction are you heading, good sir? Oh, fellow traveler, I am heading east. Oh, yes, brother. Hee hee, wink. Okay. Look, man, I mean, that's a gang sign. It's literally using code to say that, oh, the answer, the password is Sirius, okay? In that context. There's like other little passwords, stupid shit. Like, oh, is anyone here the son of a widow? The son of a widow. That's obviously the story of Horus. Hello. Like, dude, I know every password that exists. I know all the hand signs, all the little gang signs. I use them all the time. Alright, get out of jail free card. I'm so bored. Come on, you watch my channel long enough. You see the elites using the same hand signs and gang signs I do all the time. Like, look at me. Like, my avatar. Oh, look. I'm a female. Wearing a dress and it's pink. Ooh, and then all the male actors do it, like Matt pointed out. Ooh, another gang sign. I mean, there's a bunch of gang signs. I do it for the shits and giggles at this point, okay? It's really, really, really funny to me, okay? And just for the record, I mean, I'm not going to Sirius when I die. I'm not going to Fomahat when I die, okay? But I'm not going to tell you where I'm going to go, because I literally know the exact path to travel through the land of the dead and the bardos, because I read every book of the dead that exists, okay? The obvious books of the dead is the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and Robert Monroe, his final book, Ultimate Journeys. I mean, you know, that's why you can't really trust these people who have no idea what they're talking about, and they don't source anything. They're too lazy to read, and they're too stupid to interpret the things that they're talking about. Like, I was watching Matt's video, like, come on, man. Like, he's talking about, oh, it's like he's running the same shtick again. Like, we're the ultra real spirited beings, and we're gonna make it. And if they give shit sandwiches, then we win. We get a free pass because I say so. And then he in his other video, I didn't realize he made it, but he pew-pewed this chart. I mean, this chart literally tells you. Like, am I on crazy pills? The middle part literally says, escape from samsara. Hello. Over here is the Tibetan Book of the Dead of the Rainbow Light Body, from Vajrayana Buddhism, which is leading to the Bardos, which is the journey path through the dead, through the stars. Okay, there's a reason why every religion is obsessed with stars, really. Tibetan Book of the Dead, I mean, I call it the magical ethereal body. It's like when you have an out-of-body experience and you project yourselves 6 feet above the head. When you astral travel, there's a portal that projects out because the pineal causes a chemical reaction, which basically opens a resonating portal from your brain, which is basically a consciousness device, and then it vibrates out, and then you escape through the crown of your head. I mean, it's like a linkage system. It's really just this technology that people don't understand. I mean, we were created by light beings that came from the nebula of the sun, really, if you want to get down to it. And go back to source. Ooh, look, man. I can break that chart easy, okay? I just don't feel like it because it would take too long, okay? I mean, but whatever, dude. Okay, so let's see. So why do I hate astrology? Yeah, because it's like doing taxes, all right? It's like doing 14 taxes. But I'm going to do it, okay? Like, worst case scenario, I took the vacation for a whole week off on Halloween. I was saving that for something else. I was trying to save it for Wizard of Oz, but I'm too far behind. Like, worst case, it'll be done during my vacation, and I waste a vacation, okay? I need to get this done because things have changed. The timetable has moved, and I don't have time to play nice or goof around anymore, really. Okay, my computer is dying, and my Yoda master seems like he's gone. Like, all my masters are gone, really, so... okay, let's keep going.
Or the real reason why I reneged on doing the 9's breakdown.
I reneged on doing the 9's breakdown because then I have to illustrate to you at the final scene with Ryan Reynolds where he becomes this magical crystal light body and becomes like a... What was it? Becomes like that double diamond pyramid thing, which is mentioned in Robert Monroe, the book. I believe it was Final Journeys, actually. He travels in a double diamond pyramid when he astral travels. Yeah, and he goes back to Source. And Source is... in Egyptian mythology, it is in referencing to the Indestructibles. I mean, that's probably, yeah. Dude, I'll just tell you, that's probably where I'm going. I'm probably going to go to Deneb, okay? I mean, my Yoda Master talked about Deneb, and it's one of the Indestructibles of, it's one of the Indestructibles in Egyptian mythology. I mean, it's highly secretive, really. I mean, everybody knows about Sirius, but how come no one's ever talked about Deneb, okay? They venerate Sirius because it is the brightest star in the sky, in the visible sky, but Deneb is brighter. It is the most beatificated point. I mean, like, what do you think happens when you go down and die, or when you come back out and through another Buddhaverse, whatever? Like, look outside, right? That sun is a star, right? So why is it that when these secret societies are obsessed with astrology and escaping this reality, really, and then they want to go to another star system where the sun is better, or the star is brighter, or more beautiful, or it's more scenic, or it never enters a state where it's shadowed, really. And that's what Deneb is. I mean, we want to get down to it. I mean, that is considered the ultimate heaven. I mean, look, you really want to talk about where the supreme architect, whatever, or whatever you want to call it, this transcendental idea of God or source, whatever it is, you really want to know where it's at? Deneb, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's more like astrology stuff, or I don't like talking about this because, I mean, the modern New Age context has taken it over, but I mean, this is like ancient, Egyptian shit, or even before that, Atlantean shit, now that I think about it, because they created some sort of device that opened up a portal at a specific date and traveled at some sort of astrological event and just zoop, and then, yep, okay, yeah, they traveled there. And thus a whole civilization disappeared overnight, okay? Because they escaped Earth realm. Yay, you bastards. You won, okay. But in this realm, we're going to have to take the scenic route, which is, through the point of death, naturally. And then, we've got to deal with the angels of oblivion or angels of abyss. I'll go through the Lord of Karma, Mickey Mouse, then I'm gonna go hitch a ride with the Buddhas and the saints, whatever. I don't give a shit, alright? Like, okay.
Or the Revelations part about 666.
Revelation part about 666. If you didn't know, I mean, 666 is the Babylonian, whatever, dude. It's literally the sun, alright? It's the Babylonian encoding of the sun, like the sun that you see outside, which is considered the exoteric sun, and not the esoteric sun. I mean, there's also the esoteric sun is the black sun. That's like the void of the dark light, really. Yeah, I mean, that's why the Babylonian star is 7 off the heptagram, because 666 is really the sun. And then okay, look, I'm just gonna let this I'm just gonna let this dummy explain it to you. All right. I love uncanny deductions. He's always wrong, so I can always use him as a good source.
Okay.
And man, I cannot believe Matt listens to this guy and people like him and Tony. Like, can people really take Matt seriously anymore? I can't. I just watch him out of habit. I mean, if Matt does another video where he redoes his first conversation before you're born or last conversation, look, then I'm gonna do either a react or my own version of it. Because I mean, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that because that might be a lot of work. and source work to do. Like, how do you make a video like that and not do any research and just whatever?
The beast is actually. I'm not going to explain it here, but.
Yep, it's Babylonian mathematical encoding based on a hex system. So 666. Yes, that's correct.
I can show it in the same way as I always do with. I can explain it. It's basically translates into God. Okay.
God, he said, the sun, 666 is God. It is the it's the least form of God, basically. It's like this demiurgic form of God or portal to the. I mean,
it is the sun. The beast.
It is the source of all life. We live in a matrix based on life, death, rebirth, suffering, perpetuated by the sun. If you watch the movie Infinite, I mean, Bathurst tries to wipe out all life from Earth so that it cannot reincarnate back onto this plane and suffer again.
This is also the sun.
I mean, people want to cherry pick this world, but look, you gotta always remember, you gotta devour a life force just to survive. Like, I don't want to eat, I ate chicken noodle soup, but I know I devoured a life force, okay? Like, my favorite show is Naked and Afraid, because they have to devour a life force to survive. It's very brutal, this world. It's just that there's a thin veneer of society and civilization it's like putting lipstick on a pig, okay? That's all that there is, right? The Gnostics had it right instead of Schopenhauer.
And it sounds crazy, and so
it's not crazy. It's Babylonian mathematical encoding, which is why a lot of pyramids and stuff have 666 encoding. All right.
But I can explain it, and I'm not going to talk too much about it because this is stuff for my book that I'm writing. It will be filled with things.
Dude, I love Clown World. I mean, Uncanny Deductions is writing a book, and I'm not. This is Clown World.
That no one knows.
Yep, no one knows.
And,
no one knows. Only Uncanny Deductions
that will be
knows.
Appreciated at some time.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely get that book just for the lulz. Like, I am a truffle hunter for the lulz. Like, the truth community has been a goddamn gold mine for lulz and memes and whatever. But dude, okay, so he just said 666 is the sun. It is in the Bible. It is the beast. It is the number of man. Jesus is the Son of Man. None shall come through the Father except through the Son. Okay, I'm just quoting you some quotes. Okay, and I'm going to play this. Everybody knows this. Revelations, baby.
Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast.
Should be wisdom. I don't know which translation is this. It's like, in there be wisdom, like wisdom as Sophia, knowledge, knowing.
Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
The number of beast, the number of man is 666, which is indicative of represented as the Son, the local Father, not the true transcendental Father, which is why the Gnostics has disagreements. This is the materialistic view versus the spiritualist view. So the Son, Jesus is encoding for the Son, and the Son itself is really the God of the local verse, which is the cause of this whole material cycle, incarnation, reincarnation. I mean, people say, I don't know why people keep repeating the whole moon Saturn trap. They got that from David Icke. Like, you goddamn stupid. Like, I've tried to explain it to them, but they're never gonna get it. Like, I do apologize for being upset. It's very frustrating. I've been trying for like a year to explain it to people. Okay.
Something for you.
There. Okay, so now we're gonna see the white light. In the beginning, there was the word, and the word was 666, encoding as the sun, for it is the number of man, the number of beast. All right. A lot of people, they see a bright white light when they die, like in Soul, and they go into the light, and then they come back. Okay. That is because when you really go through there, you go through the Nebulous Sun, you meet the invisible masters, who are your consultation services, who basically consult you on what you can or should incarnate as for your next learning experience with the mind wipe. Yay! Okay, yeah, that's pretty true, which is why I heard Look, first of all, in the secret society books, like a lot of them, they say do not go to the white light. Go around the white light and then start your journey through the land of the dead. Okay? I mean, that's what they say. I've heard people who've had near-death experiences, like they rose up like in soul, like, and he said, oh, before I died, the one thing I knew was that my higher spirit told me that you can either go through the white light, the sun. Okay, 666 is the number of the sun, the beast. Your incarnation as a man is directly connected as the sun. This is the portal back down here. Or you can turn around and go through the stars. You see here, this is all the stars, all the worlds you can go through, a light-based simulation, right, of the supreme transcendental aspect creator of the all, the everything.
Wow! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Help!
Helps you.
I'm not done! Oh my goodness!
And I fell back because he didn't go. Yay. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's soul. Okay, well, what else I gotta talk about? Okay, let's keep going.
18 here is wisdom.
God damn it, did I really exit out of that? Okay, what else?
Or why I'm actually been in a downer mood for the past month.
Yeah, dude, I'm in a downer mood because everybody lost. Everyone gave into the fear. I mean, look, you know, a good general. I mean, you win a fight before it even starts. It's about positioning. So I already knew everybody's going to win. Everyone either devolved or sold out or did stupid stuff and got banned. Or, you know, they're stuck in their egoic or dogmatic views. You know, I tried to help them for like a year and a half. The truthers, they're never going to get it, okay? Just like the economics collapse, people were never going to get it. And the only ones who realized what was happening realized they need to go into hiding and live their lives like they should have done from the start, okay?
Air whatever. You know the drill. It'll be a free for all.
And just so you know, I really am directionless because my masters are gone. I mean, Warren's been gone for 5 years, for 2015. SQS took the downward turn 2 years ago. My Yoda master, he's pretty much dunzo. And then Matt, I mean, my Darth Vader, he's never gonna get it. I mean, he listens to other people more than me trying to help him. So I mean, he's already he's captive to his audience, and I mean, you have to say certain stuff to be nice to your audience to make them feel good, okay? So that they think that, oh, we're gonna make it, we're the only real spiritual beings, whatever, dude, whatever. I mean, I've tried to explain that 1,000 times. You know, I mean, Matt just really takes the stuff I say and only presents you half of it, like the half-truth idea. Like, what happens in death is what you believe. He says that, right? Is that true? Yes, but he skips a very important part. What happens after death is what you believe and what you deserve, okay? Based on your how you lived your life, okay? That is a very important caveat that he fails to mention, okay?
All unless
There's other 1,000 little things. For my Saturday presentation, I might just break down Matt's recent video because it is helpful, but it would be very helpful if I brutalized that video as a breakdown so you can understand. Nah, I probably won't do that. That's a bit too mean, and I said I wouldn't do Matt Reacts anymore, so.
people got other topic suggestions.
Maybe.
3 a.m. Eastern or midnight Pacific.
Okay, so that addresses all the things that I talk about, so be aware. I mean, look, astrology charts will be done. Worst case, I waste my vacation, because my vacation starts Halloween week. But ideally, I would want to get some of it done. I mean, it's still relatively early, and I finished all the emails. I mean, the emails was just dragging out time, so. Okay, but, you know, doing personal emails is important, so, okay, let's see. Okay, so I just got to answer this question, and we can go through the clips. Okay, let's see.
Dark Glasses Woody.
Yeah, what up? Okay, Dark Glasses Woody likes to ask very difficult questions, so I'll just get right through this. All the other comments, they weren't that important. I read them, so don't worry about it.
Dark Glasses Woody. 2 days ago, edited. Yeah. I have been thinking about the succession of ages and the cycling through.
Yep, the succession of ages. We're in the age of Pisces. It's dominated by Christians, who Jesus is symbolized as through the fish. I mean, the fish itself is a symbol of Osiris anyways. I mean, a lot of modern religion is just a repeat of older religions because it's referencing the same thing, which is astrology, really, or alchemy, really. Like 666 that is also carbon. It is of the earth. You are an earthly being, an incarnation of the hue, the fractality of light through the color spectrum that you can see with the visible eye of the man through the sun, which is why if you look at that thumbnail where I did my birthday special, it is a pink elephant going through like a triangle and getting refracted through light rainbows, or the dark side of the moon, Pink Floyd cover. So
I have been thinking about the succession of ages and the cycling through higher and...
yeah, I mean, the Book of Revelations is all really talking about the age of Aquarius, which people have the stupid literalists. I mean, they literally turned that whole thing into pure fear propaganda to perpetuate a hell apocalyptic view fear of the Book of Revelations. It's about the coming of the age of Aquarius. Like, I don't know why people don't understand this concept. I mean, but that's why, you know, I mean, they were set up from the beginning, okay? They got their 15 minutes of fame, okay? They had their time under the sun, okay, during the age of Pisces, and that was a long age to rule. And right now they're freaking out because they're gonna be what they did to the Romans and the Greeks is what's gonna happen to them. And thus the cycle of age cycling of suffering incarnation through sacrifice is gonna happen again. I mean, what they did to the Greeks and Romans, the Romans did it to the Greeks before them. And the Greeks ripped off the Egyptians ripped off the Atlanteans fell from whatever, the astral realms. I mean, this cycle continues as we sink deeper and deeper into the material world. If you're stuck here, I mean, I'm not stuck, I don't care. I mean, in reality, I mean, when you reach true enlightenment, that's the moment that you die, all right? You get really bored, all right? Really, really bored, all right? When I reached my enlightenment, I just got super bored, okay? Like I can ask or the universe for anything, and then whatever.
I have been thinking about the succession of ages and the cycling through higher and lower periods. It is not hard to understand how the collective subconscious decays over time. Indeed.
Yeah, it's the rising and the setting of the sun, even on the aeonic levels. So people say we're in Kali Yuga, and then we're going to cycle out into Dwapara Yuga. But I don't really touch much about the Vedic age cyclings out. So, I mean, we're towards the tail end of Kali Yuga, then we're basically going to go into a brave new, Age of Aquarius world, a Ready Player One virtual hyper-real world. So, yeah.
It is not hard to understand how the collective subconscious decays over time. Indeed, this would seem to be the natural entropic state that results from individual perspectives.
Yeah, and that is true. That's been going on for a long time. Like, even Manly P. Hall, he even mentioned it when he was referring in his analysis of the Egyptian Book of the Dead. He was reciting the parts about the 42 laws of Mayat, and which is with the 42 laws of justice. Mayat is the goddess of justice. She is, she is Themyscira, like in Wonder Woman. Yeah, I mean, that's where you get the 10 Commandments from. It's really ripped off the 42 laws of Mayat in its simplified form when it was taken by Moses, really. But just be aware, I mean, these religions are seeded by basically people taking orders from the invisible masters. I mean, they're the ones who seed a religion in the first place from the nebula of the sun. I mean, that's why they broke it up into different part regions, separated out based on planet venerations. Like, for example, the Eastern religions revolves mostly around Mercury, Christianity around Jupiterian ideas. What is it? I mean, like you look at the England or whatever. I mean, that's more like Martian ideas. I mean, they separate out based on the lands. Islam is like Venetian ideas, Venus. I mean, whatever, dude. I mean, if you look at the continents, you can even see that Uranus and Neptune is North America, South America. So, I mean, if you look at a map and you can just think of alchemy and astrology on a deep level, it's very easy.
It is not hard to understand how the collective subconscious decays over time. Indeed, this would seem...
And just so you know, we are in a continual downward spiral of consciousness. That's why the fall of Atlantis was to fall from the astral world into the material world, really. And that's why we're going to fall deeper into the robot world or this neo-techno-feudal technotronic era. I mean, the Bible was... it was right when it said, the clay shall not cleave with iron. And does anybody even know what clay is made from? Hello, it is aluminum and silica. But that is too high level of alchemy, which I cannot talk about because that's more transhuman stuff. And it's not pertinent to the times right now. I mean, we're seeing the opening phase of it, but I mean, whatever.
It is not hard to understand how the collective subconscious decays over time. Indeed, this would seem to be the natural entropic state that results from individual perspectives sharing a created landscape.
Yep. It is easier to tear something down than to build it from scratch, which is why we have this idea of the builders who are always demonized by the people who take advantage of it. I mean, this is, look, this is the perspective of the Masons. There's the path of Cain, which I follow, rather than the path of Abel. The path of Cain tells you, you need to, you shall bear the fruits of your labors, right? Like you plant a seed in the ground, you till the soil through hard work and labor, you get like a fruit tree, and that fruit tree bears apples. Or you can take the path of Abel, you look around and you hunt and kill an animal and sacrifice it because you're a monster, and you offer that sacrifice, and the evil god, whatever, would actually want a sacrifice rather than you doing hard work and building. That's why there's always enmity between the blood of Cain and the blood of Abel as an allegorical story. And this is reflected into a lot of popular culture that you wouldn't recognize. For example, in Squid Game, the first challenge had a dead tree, all right, next to that robot talking thing. And at the very last challenge, it had a tree, okay? This tree you see in one of the first episodes of American God, a dead tree. There's the tree of, tree of life and tree of the tree of knowledge. Okay, look, TLDR. This whole video game is simple. All right, you are planting a seed as your incarnation, like me. My seed incarnation is me right now. All right, and that tree is the higher spirit. It will grow, and the question is whether or not it will bear fruit, because it'll have a bunch of seeds and they'll have shitty incarnations and shitty lives, and they will never bear fruit. They will bear a poison, which is acclimated to the land of this land, which is the land of good and evil. Dead, it will be worthless. But me, as my current incarnation, that as Kevin or Pink Elephant, I already did all the work. I already know everything. I figured it out, okay? And through the fruit of my labors, that fruit will be carried over to eternity, like in the movie Gods of Egypt, okay? I mean, you really want to get down to it? I mean, that's what it is, which is why it's important to focus on this incarnation, right? Because you need to win now. You cannot put it off till my next incarnation or another incarnation of me. I did my pinky and my toenail in here. It just doesn't matter because actions don't have consequences. So I'm Tony. I'm gonna live like a Satanist because nothing matters. How can your higher spirit possibly give itself up to you? Look, you agreed to come in here. Yes, you agreed to come in here. There are rules to the game of Dharma. Okay, you agreed to come in here. Do I really have to read the soul contract out to you? I mean, there's a reason why it is a mind wipe. You agreed to the limitations of time and space, whatever, and the density of the highly dense material world. It serves a very specific purpose. It was created by, light beings, interdimensional beings, really, these higher dimensional beings. I mean, humans on a scale of 1 through 10 is a 4, and 4 or 5. And then, the all God, whatever, is really like a 10, right? Okay, and the demiurge is demiurge would be like, what would the demiurge be? Yeah, the demiurge would be a 9, okay, let's keep going.
What is harder to understand is how the wheel spins back up to higher ages.
It'll spin back to higher ages as it cycles. Yeah, this is natural. Because this realm, whatever, spirals around the Milky Way galaxy, the closer it gets to the center, the more magical and golden agey it will be. But right now we're at the outer edges, so thus we have less access to our spiritual powers, and we're not connected, and we don't have psychic powers, and we can't just walk in between the astral realms or remember our dreams entirely unless we're trained to do it automatically, or be psychic or have magical powers and just create matter out of the mind or whatever. I mean, even in Dune, they show you, they break stuff with the sound of the voice, the power of the thum, like in Skyrim, the voice. In the beginning, there was the word as the symbol, the word of the voice of God. Okay.
What is harder to understand is how the wheel spins back up to higher ages. I suppose that on the way down the easy options for perception, understanding, and action that are presented to a mind favor degradation.
Yeah, it's favorite threat at degradation. So this realm place, I mean, it's created by the demiurge. So you're basically, there's a difference between you playing a game of Minecraft, of a world which is completely barren and you have to build and create for yourself, and a world that is already presented to you. So most people would rather play preset settings. They don't like custom settings. They don't like complexity because it is much easier to fall down than it is to climb up. Like I told people before, my knowledge basis, my enlightenment, my consciousness is built upon a mountain of skulls, including the skulls of the saints and the saviors and my masters, really, okay? Like it's even referred to in like even the, I mean, it's obvious at this point, okay? I mean, a lot of people had to do hard work for me to get to where I'm at, and my knowledge basis will not exist without the internet, which is the fundamental collective of all of knowledge that has existed since the inception of man. But right now we're entering a censorship period. It's even reflected into the idea of the Buddha. The word Buddha means the great test, to be awakened, to be enlightened, and his mother is Maya, illusion.
I suppose that on the way
Like reality is an illusion.
I suppose that on the way down the easy options for perception, understanding, and action that are presented to a mind favor degradation, and on the way up the easy options favor greater harmony.
Yep. On the way up, yeah. On the way down, it's separation, individual pleasures. On the way up, it is harmony, coming together. The reality of the situation is we are separated. We need to come back together. That's the real key to winning. So, which is why these people who say, "I just need to hold on to my sovereignty," and then, oh, it could be a trap. Oh, it could be a trick. Oh, I'm just gonna go wherever. Excuse me. When I die, I'm gonna cry to the Buddhas and the saints and ask them for a lifeline. A lifeline. All right. How many times have you heard of a lifeline being thrown out? This idea of a lifeline or a soul escape lifeline. Okay. Like it's even mentioned in my breakdown. Liberation from what is it? Was it the Moksha video with that remote viewer guy? I mean, even he says this with his group remote viewing, how to escape the wheel of Dharma. Okay.
I suppose that on the way down the easy options for
like no one would help someone who's egoic and like this type of savage mind, this lesser incarnation, really. Too much ego, too much separation.
I suppose that on the way down the easy
Like, there's nothing wrong with asking for help, okay? You just have to ask. Most situations I find, you just have to ask, okay? Like I do ask me anythings all the time, but people do not ask the right questions. That's what I've noticed, right? Because they don't know what to ask, okay? I can answer anything, but it's a matter of whether or not someone asks me, because then if not, I don't know what to do, because I don't feel like it.
I suppose that on the way down the easy options for perception, understanding, and action that are presented to a mind favor degradation, and on the way up the easy options favor greater harmony.
Yep.
The collective subconscious changes then depending on the age, and if the
collective subconsciousness changes upon the age. Right now we're in the Piscean age, which is more it's fluid. That's why reality seems very fluid, and it's based on group dynamics. It's like a school of fish, which is why it's dangerous. Which is why groups have more power than the individual. In the age of Aquarius, the individual will have more power than the group. So if you are, the age of Aquarius will be highly individualistic, wishes, dreams, friends. Okay, and it's ruled by Saturn, not Jupiter. Pisces is ruled by Jupiter, which is why Jesus himself is really a Jupiterian being. So the Aquarian age may not even have a savior figure to induct the age of Aquarius. It might just be you as the individual, which is why they're trying to move away from the individual entirely to subvert the next age with this whole communitarian bullshit, or solipsism is a sin idea. So which is sort of true, but they're jumping the gun because they want to bring it upon the material world. You're supposed to learn a lesson. But whatever, dude. They just want neo-techno feudal communism control because they're basically devolved. So, but they're playing their part. I always say that these guys are a cosmic theater troupe, right? You are watching a special play at Disney Realm, and it's a clown show, okay?
The collective subconscious changes then depending.
Like a lot of people right now shaking in fear. Oh my god, the magical elixir. Oh my god, I have to quit my job. What do I do? Oh. Shaking in fear. For fear leads to order. What rules this world? It's fear. It's always been fear. They cycle out the fear like every 20 years. Like 9/11 fear. Magical elixir and the coronavirus. I mean, do people not understand what this whole thing is? That is the sun disease. What is the cure to the sun disease? The 2 into 1. Okay, I'm trying to tell you something. Hello. I mean, they need to reset every 20 years. That's what they're really doing. I mean, people don't understand that humanity can easily win. There is a question every 20 years, like this check and balance system. Do you guys want to leave and take the fuller path amount of innovation and finally grow as a species, or you're going to go the fear route? They're going to go the fear route because in my video, Embracing Dictatorship, they want to benefit from the fear, right? They think they can be a beneficiary of the psychotic not milk system, right? It's their fault. I mean, let's get real here. I mean, humanity has made its choice. The Christian Patriot Truthers have made their choice. They're going to be sacrificed upon the altar of the age of Brave New Aquarian World, Squid Game. I mean, everyone's made their choice at this point, okay? Okay? I mean, I'm already like looking towards the next round of the game for the lulz, but whatever. I mean, people are still shaking their boots or coping. Like, I swear to God, Matt's channel these days, I try not to be too negative, but it is spiritual cope. Everyone knows it at this point. Solipsism, narcissism, spiritual supremacy. I mean, this is master level coping. I've never seen coping this great. It's even higher level coping than r/short kings. Like the guys who are like 5'4", and they think they're kings and can get a 9 out of 10 girlfriend. I mean, that's like master level coping. But what I see with the truthers or whatever, the truthers are next level coping. Like, I've never seen anything that's hilarious. Like, I always say I am a connoisseur of the truffles. So
The collective.
like, I ran out of truffles in the economics collapse community, so I had to come here, and the truffles are very delicious. I mean, the truffles from the Black Pill and the Intels and MGTOWs, extra scrumptious, but here's the best kind of truffle.
The collective subconscious changes then depending on the age, and if this is the proper understanding,
Yes.
those in positions of power are not immune to altered perception.
Yes, they're not immune, which is why they're having this little infighting war, which I say, it is the blood of the dragon versus the blood of the phoenix. It is the old New World Order versus the new World Order. Like, this is why you're having this battle play out right now between the right and the left, which is really a stage game. Mr. World does not care who wins. Mr. World knows that the age cycle is coming regardless. It is the age of information, the technotronic age, okay? He who controls the flow of information controls the world, and is precipitated by controlling the hearts and minds of the next generation. Right? This is easy street, okay?
The collective.
And to force people of the older generations stuck in a loop of nostalgia. Like, oh my god, there's no good movies coming out. These kids just listen to bad music. Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. When the kids these days, they listen to BTS. All right, BTS is good music, so...
The collective subconscious changes then depending on the age, and if this is the proper understanding, those in positions of power are not immune to altered perception. I wonder, how do they know that they are serving their ends and not merely pursuing those goals that appear?
They're compartmentalized. There's different ranks and hierarchies. Like, you're not gonna meet someone like me. I mean, most of them aren't like me, so don't think that I am the standard norm for them, okay? Okay? Like, a lot of them, they watch my Yoda's Works, and then they watch that movie Mystery Hollywood, and I made a cameo in it. Like, these people exist. They're like the songwriter, but the songwriter, he doesn't understand the message. He just, oh, I don't know the message. I just slip it along. I just pass it. That's my job. He doesn't know the message, so who's writing the message? Who's writing the message? It's a guy like me, all right? Like, in reality, I mean, if you really get to that high of a level, you just get bored and you start trolling the world. I mean, I control the world if I wanted to, but then I got stuck here because of Tien. So
I wonder, how do they know that they are serving their ends and not merely pursuing those goals that appear to be in their interest, but will actually bring on the next age?
It will bring on the next stage regardless. Look, the people at the top, look, they all agree with what has to be done. I agree also, but they do not agree with the method. Like, I don't agree with the method. Like, there's, like, you know, Buddhism and Satanism are very similar because of their austere analysis of the world, but the Buddhist takes the transcendental path, takes the high road. The Satanist takes the devolve into the New Age spiritualism. Oh, actions don't matter. I do whatever I want. Like, come on, man. New Ageism and Satanism is the opposite side of the coin. So when I listen to Matt, listen to Tony, he might as well be listening to a Satanist, okay? Like, I'm glad I was born as an Asian Buddhist, okay?
Lately I have been finding there is much utility in conceptualizing existence as an unfolding story.
Yep. Like, what is it? God damn it. Who was it? Chiron Last is like, mystery is my story. Look at how mental masturbation I am. My story. Oh my God, mystery. Oh. Or if it was me, I would have picked the word mystery rhymes with mastery. Right? You're supposed to master or be a master. I mean, the problem is that, you know, everybody wants the knowledge and power, and everybody wants to be the master, but no one wants to do the work, and no one wants to be the slave, right? I love doing slave drudgery work. I love sitting and listening to a book for like 12, 13 hours and doing research all day, and people looking down on me. It's funny. It's ultimate funny, all right? It's like my own humiliation ritual. It's hilarious to me, okay? Like, I literally look at whatever they do, I just find out the reason why and just do it anyways, because it's funny, okay?
Lately I have been finding there is much utility in conceptualizing existence as an unfolding story.
Yeah, which is also the story of the hero's journey reflected upon the sun cycling out into the astrological aspects, which is why your natal chart is important. So that's why I've recommended the book Hero with 1,000 Faces. It's all telling the same story, the story of the sun. So when one has mastered the hero's journey of the cycling path of the sun through all the ages and everything that you can learn, then you get to leave automatically. I mean, you can leave whenever you want, all right? But if you want to complete 100% game save, I mean, like I say it all the time. You guys, I mean, people on my channel who get it, I mean, you're good. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, all right? So try to calm down. Just don't do anything really stupid, like do a cardinal sin, like murder someone I hate, okay? Like, you pretty much already won. Just chill out, okay? What I do is I'm already doing the whole 100% game. I'm basically on New Game Plus, okay? I sort of remember my past incarnations. Like, do people not understand this idea of incarnations, reincarnations anyways? I mean, I learned the secrets of masonry from my Yoda master, who is a red-haired Atlantean marked as a reborn Mason with a clubbed foot in Dallas, Texas, the original hard capital of the second Atlantis. Yes, okay, after the fall from the astral. Okay, all right. And I was born as a very specific race of Asian, Cambodian, and as a Buddhist. And I know the religions before that, which is more animism and Atlantean, okay? Look, man, I mean, some of us get lucky. I mean, but if you look at my physical, exoteric life, I mean, I literally, I work minimum wage job and do, like, you know, hard labor in coolers and freezers. I'm a grocery store worker. I mean, come on, try to chill out. I mean, people take this stuff way too seriously, or they get really jealous when I talk about certain stuff and they want the power, and thus there's a reason why things work out the way. Like, only someone like me should have this knowledge, because I would never use it and abuse it. There is a serious crime of abusing the powers and knowledge of learning of this stuff at this level. So I would never abuse it.
Lately I have been finding there is much utility in conceptualizing existence as an unfolding story.
Mm-hmm.
Everything a human does can be understood as symbolic.
Yep. The hero's journey, just like Hercules and the 12 labors, just like Jesus, okay, yes, this is true, or Horus, okay. All the saviors, you can learn from them, just like the Buddha, yes, everyone starts their goddamn spiritual journey at 30. I would refer you to go through my Game of Dharma age progression video. I I mean, this is literally a game of Dharma. They told you how to win with the savior figure. Just don't get caught up and think that, oh, I need to come back and oh, my kid needs me, so I gotta be reborn as my kid's child. Oh, like, don't do that. I mean, these goddamn angels of oblivion trick you with attachment, with your love, all right? Which is why I tell you need to kill fascination, kill desire. Let go of your attachments. Let it go, like Elsa says, okay? Chill out. I don't care. I don't care about this world. I mean, I am not coming back here, all right? I got to pick up a few stragglers. I think, like, Vanessa asked me. Yeah, okay, I got to pick up Vanessa, and Violet asked me, and that's pretty much it, okay? I don't know if anybody else asked me and I accepted. If I accepted to be your master or whatever. But whatever, dude, it's not that big of a deal. Calm down, all right?
Everything a human does can be understood as symbolic.
Yep.
Every gesture, word, and movement conveys information.
Yes.
We
are informational beings. Right? This is a light-based simulation. You are on the using interface of the human avatar body, the physical 5 senses, 7 hidden senses. There's a 6th hidden physical sense of the light receptor of the pineal gland, your senses, your intuitions. Your eyes is a perception of the double slit experiment, which is why you're also split, and of the ears. All right, this is a dualistic realm.
This understanding can be applied down the chain of forms and the symbols that are utilized.
Forms and symbols, which is why the first thing you learn in secret societies is forms, symbols, geometry, mathematics. It serves you greatly later, which is why Pythagorean mystery schools, you learn mathematics from some snake dude whose name literally means I am the snake, Pythagoras. Come on.
This understanding...
I mean, literally, the word Christ, I mean, people say it means anointed one. It literally means the risen serpent. Like Christ, the card K, that is denotation of the snake. All right, it literally means the risen serpent, like the rising of the son of the serpent. Like a great example is my people. I am Khmer. Khmer means Khmer. It means the mother snake. Because our bloodline descendants came from a snake. I mean, like, do I have to talk about snake people and aliens in this one? I'm not gonna do that. That's like inner earth stuff. I mean, this is the long ago with aliens or whatever.
This understanding can be
That's really our seed progenitors. I mean, they showed us in the movie Eternals. I mean, Eternals is going to show you a lot. In the trailer, the eternal beings came from the nebula of the sun.
This understanding can be applied down the chain of forms, and the symbols that are utilized by the smallest things are fractal to those of the largest things. The story is...
Yeah, wheels within wheels, fractals within fractals. As above, so below. As below, so above. As in the higher mind of the spiritual mental gets reflected and gets beamed down into the physical, my avatar, which then, as my avatar contemplates and internalizes that, reflects back upon my higher spiritual self, which is why your actions in your current avatar matter. Actions do have consequences, because that is the aspect of as below, so above, all right? Which is why Tony, Matt's little, buddy, whatever, is completely wrong, all right? Which is why New Ageism is dangerous. Like, I have a lot of reformed New Agers on my channel, okay?
The story is continually being written.
Like, half of my job is, like, reforming people who got, like, conned or brainwashed. Like, it's goddamn ridiculous.
The story is continually being written, and the consequence...
Yep, the story is being continually written like the never-ending story, all right? Okay, and how do you win? All right, you finish up the story, you finish the book, you close it and say, that was a good book, and walk out of the shop. What do people like to do? They want to stay in the bookstore and be like, I want another book. That was such a great book. How about I write a part of my own book and become my own demiurge of my own reality? That's what a lot of people want. They just won't admit it.
The story is continually being written, and the consequence is that no form can be considered complete. Even with...
Oh, completion is at the perfection state of 10. Right, which is the Pythagorean number of perfection of God, which is why if there's number level of beings, it's 1 to 10, like 10th level Jedi. Like, we say this a lot, okay? So if you're really going to go to perfection and you don't want to read any more never-ending stories, you go back to quote-unquote God or Source, all right? So that's probably Deneb. So
even without the intentional rewriting of history, the past would still be in flux, and the truth of events will always...
Yep, the fluxing reality is carried by those who remember. Like, I I remember the long, long ago in the before time, before the fall into the material incarnation that we're in now. So this is like Atlantis and pre-Atlantean. My bloodline, I'm like one of the last of my kind. So, I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter because it's not going to get passed on. And eventually it becomes an urban myth and a legend. But whatever, dude.
Even without the intentional rewriting of history, the past would still be in flux and the truth of events will always revert to myth, retaining only the immortal archetypes.
Yep, the immortal yep, that's true. And it's reflected onto the natural cycles of human nature interactions and this automatic script that happens within the hero's journey based on the wants and desires of a spirit's need to experience a human physical incarnation. Like the spirit wants to experience that of the flesh, and then the flesh experience reflects back onto the spirit. All right.
Even without the intentional rewriting of history, the past would still be in flux and the truth of events will always revert to myth, retaining only the immortal archetypes. The snake ever eats its tail.
Yes.
With this in mind, I wonder what the proper view of past lives is.
Proper view of past lives. I mean, should I really explain it now? I mean, you have your lives to experience certain things, and then it's based off the wants and your desires as you want to, quote unquote, level up your spirit, which is why as below, so above matters, which is why your action consequences matter as you bear the fruits of thine labor in the physicality of a tree. The tree is the cross. You bear the fruit based on your, quote unquote, how your life was scored when you die, and that it becomes the fruit which the spirit carries back. And then, but the problem is a lot of times you get rotten fruit, or you want to bake a different pie or whatever and want to get it just right, and that becomes its own trap. This is reflected into, what is it, Robert Monroe, like chapter 11 or 12 of Far Journeys, with the trap of AA and BB. They're already perfected beings. They came down here, they were limited, and then one of them got trapped into this cycle of wants and desires as their soul or their being got grinded down and became part of the hell demon reality of the cacophony of noise. Like, so, the movie Soul is entirely about this idea of like past lives and wants and desires of, oh, what do you want to experience down on there on the wheel of Dharma on Earth? Like, I would highly recommend you watch the movie Soul again if you're interested in this specific topic. But I've explained it 1,000 times, and especially in my breakdown of the movie Soul. So,
with this in mind, I wonder what the proper view of past lives is. On the one hand, a compelling experience of events that have previously occurred.
Yep, it's a very compelling experience. I mean, you can level up like 10,000 lifetimes in one go, whatever. You can basically experience a bajillion years in literally just, 60, 80 years if you can walk out of the casino with your prize, all right? But most people want a bigger prize until they lose all their money at the casino and then end up working there and becoming a Disney stage actor in Disney realm, okay? Unless you realize how the casino works, which games are rigged, and which games give you even odds. And a casino is not that rigged, right? Like a casino operates on this IDGAF factor that is always in favor of the house by 1%. So on a long enough timeline, the casino racks up 99% of the souls that stay there. And very few people make it out, right? This is like me saying, I reach my level of consciousness based upon a mountain of skulls. Like, I had to climb the Himalayas of the skulls. Like, the entire compendium of knowledge via the internet was built upon like 100 billion skulls, and it produced me. Like, you kidding me? Like, I'm a goddamn Avatar anime goofball looking for the connoisseuring of the truffles, okay?
On the one hand,
like, I realize this place is a clown show. Like, come on, man. It's not that hard to figure out, all right? The problem is a lot of people, they get stuck in comfort, or they get stuck in dogmatic views, or whatever mental trap that they create of their own creation. It is their fault. The game is very fair, okay? Like, you just gotta know how not to get played, alright? I always say think like a crook, alright? Because the dealer is a crook, okay? That's very simple to understand.
On the one hand, a compelling experience of events that have previously occurred, viewed from the perspective of another, would naturally support the conclusion that it was you in a previous incarnation. Information.
Well, yeah, well, it would conclude at that point, but really it gets compended down at the point of your death, which is when you use your, when you die, you get like like a Pokemon card of your avatar. You present that card to the Angels of Oblivion when you go through the whole white light, sun, or whatever, wherever you want to go, the sun, the moon, whatever. Then they give you a consultation service. Oh, we're gonna look at this Pokemon card. Hey, you higher spirit. Yeah, maybe you want it to be a girl, and instead of being black this time because you didn't feel pretty, how about we make you a white blonde girl in America? All right, but then that white blonde girl will have problems. Whatever, dude. I mean, this is how it works, all right? And then it's more like a switcheroo, nonstop switcheroo, and it goes in perpetuity until the higher spirit gets like a mythic gold card. Like, oh my God, higher spirit, it got Pink Chan, Kevin, Pink Elephant. Oh, a mythic gold rainbow crystal card. Yeah. Hey, you want to trade in that card and get like, let's say 10, you want to trade in that card for like, let's say 10 billion soul tokens, and you can spend on whatever you want for your next incarnation. Do you want to be the son of a billionaire, or want to be part of the Not No Club where money doesn't even matter? Just give us that card. And I'd be like, fuck you. This card is a rainbow card, all right? This is a white Doduo, all right? I'm taking this card. I'm checking out. I'm walking out of the casino with this Pokemon card, a Pink Chan. So fudge off. This bastard, he won. He won the game of Dharma. Yeah, basically, it's not that hard.
Information that could be later verified would.
But be aware. I mean, I'm talking about me getting like a gold, mythic, rainbow, a first edition, grade 8 10 card. A lot of people, look, don't feel bad. I mean, a 7 or 8 card, that's fine too. I mean, a lot of people are trying to level up as much as they can on my channel. So whatever card they get, they can walk out of the game of Dharma, of the realm of Ya, and be satisfied, all right? You don't want a shit card, okay? Like, this world is basically a game of Pokemon trading card, I swear to God.
Information that could be.
Like, you literally spend incarnations opening card packs and seeing if you can get anything good.
Information that could be later verified would further bolster this interpretation.
Yeah, dude, I just explained it to you in a nutshell, explaining Pokemon cards. I mean, I could explain it more later, but I mean, to me, I care nothing for this. That's like, to me, this was like a long time ago, all right? Like, I'm serious. When you reach enlightenment, you basically die, okay? Which is why there's a saying that, oh, if you reach the state of enlightenment and reach nirvana as a Buddhist, you become like a stone statue because nothing phases you. Because nothing, like, I don't really care about anything. I mean, I feign interest for the lulz. I'm just extremely bored. These days, I only do things because people ask me, or talk about stuff, and people ask me to do breakdowns. That's all. So, like, I mean, I was using the truth community as my own little, God, what's that movie called? You ever watch that movie called A Dinner for Schmucks? Yeah, so it was basically a dinner for schmucks, right? Okay.
Information that could be later verified would further bolster this interpretation. On the other hand, the individual subconscious is a formation of universal structures of experience.
Universal structures based on the limitations of the universal unconsciousness, which is set forth by the local verse, which is the natural archetypes of symbols, geometry, whatever you find fascinating based on physical senses, perceptions, and is crafted in the mind, which is where we get this zonification of the zodiac. These are natural, universal archetypes. Like Carl Jung talks about this all day. So yes, that is true, and even that has its own limitations, which is why the higher level people, they want to go to start all over in Sirius, because they're no longer level 32. They start from a Grand Master back into an initiate at the Grand White Lodge. I already know this. Yes, this is true.
On the other hand, the individual subconscious is a formation of universal structures of experience. The ability to access the experience of others might then only indicate that the structure of their experience is analogous to your own.
Yeah. That's even true in the Ascensionist cults and the high people. They believe that every person that they meet, they have some sort of karmic debt or obligation to, so they need to treat them very carefully. So, like, Vanessa said, what do I do if someone asks me, have we met before? And I always say no. Say, no, you have not. because then you're engaging into a side quest with that person of a previous obligation. So always tell her, I always say no. All right, even Mr. World, one of the things he says, have we met before? That is another gang sign. All right, like I love that gang sign. All right.
The ability to access the experience of others might then only indicate that the structure of their experience is analogous to your own, in which case the proper way to view.
Yeah, you are a reflection of the people that you surround yourself with. So I have no real friends in the real world because they're all very, base, animal-like, and I try to make my friends online. Okay, like you guys, yay! Well, friendship is magic, yay!
The ability to access the experience of others might then only indicate that the structure of their experience is analogous to your own, in which case the proper way to view the experience is as archetypal from your perspective. Is there a way to tell the difference?
Yeah. Look at people that you meet upon different age cycles upon your journey. So you're going to meet different people when you're a child, a teenager, when you start your career in your 20s, at your 30s, and 40s and 50s, and then you're seeing the type of people that you meet and surround with as you progress upon the game of Dharma via the age progression. And then you're going to look at people that you choose to surround yourself with, people you hang out willingly because you like them and it benefits you and they're a reflection of you. That is more analogous to the reflection of you versus the archetypes of the people that you naturally meet upon your own personal hero's journey. So that's very simple. I'm a dude. All right. Okay, everybody have a clap for Mr. Dark Glasses, Mr. Economist, Mr. High IQ. So I know, Dark Glasses, we all can't be as smart as you, Mr. Smart Guy. You think you're smarter than me? You think you're smarter than me, boy? Well, let's see. Okay, so that takes care of that portion. Yeah, what else I gotta do? Oh, dude, I gotta go through these clips. Okay, I went through a Game of Dharma thing. Okay, all right, dude, I guess I'll talk about these movie clips real quick. Oh, this is B from Vendetta. Did I show this game?
Authorities are there's a wave of destruction and dividing the country until at last the true goal comes into view.
Okay, true goal, right. We already know this.
Crisis, no one would have.
First Mary, Mary's actually Virgin Mary. Virgin Mary's actually referencing to Aquarius. Like, okay, whatever. Do Bethlehem is literally the bread, whatever. I mean, this is astrological encoding.
Predicted the results of the election that year.
Contaminated.
Authorities are attempting. It's fear and panic spread.
Fear and panic.
Fracturing and dividing.
Okay, we already know this. America is already in a civil war. This is predicting the future. This is predictive programming. Or first of all, they have to tell you, and they changed the story of V for Vendetta anyways. Like V for Vendetta, I don't believe it was actually a virus. They changed that, just like in what was the movie? The next movie I'm going to show you, which is an Alan Moore movie. It was an alien octopus. But when they changed it into like some type of energy thing, I mean, that's foreshadowing the alien invasion.
At last, the true goal comes into view.
What was I going to show you?
Lo and behold, a miracle.
Yeah, okay, a miracle.
The true goal comes into view. Before the St. Mary's crisis, no one would have predicted the results of the election that year. No one.
Yeah, politics is real, huh?
Lo and behold.
Okay, look, they're showing you pills. All right, look, I always told you that the end game was pills. It was not a pointy stick, okay? Which is why I don't give two shits about this whole magical elixir. In reality, I know what's going to do. It's designed to make you docile. It's designed to pacify you in the end, okay? Like these hyperbolic people, they're saying it's going to Minecraft you. No, it's much more sinister than that. So what's this? It's showing you pills. It's yellow pills. Yellow pills symbolizing that of fear, like piss. Like the badge of courage is yellow because it's pee.
Some believed it was the work of God himself.
Some believe it was the work of God, this miracle cure to happen. And then look, 1 year later, they're going to tell you that the truthers are going to start getting organized after their desperate attack. And then they're going to use that as a scapegoat and bring in the dystopian nightmare. Just so you know, the truthers, they're getting ready for like war or something. You see Bishop and like Richard from Boston, he's meeting people in real life. I mean, you watch Timmy Boy, he's hard at work radicalizing people.
But it was a pharmaceutical company controlled by certain party members.
Yeah, where I noticed everybody's getting rich. It's not just about money, it's about control of the future.
A year later,
A year later, after this whole cure thing with the pills, which is what they're talking about right now, look, you're seeing this happening right now, this predictive programming right now.
Extremists tried.
The extremists, the anti-V word, the Christian patriot, truthers on BitChute, oh, the Jan 6 people, ooh.
Found guilty and executed.
Yeah.
Executed while a memorial
Found guilty, and yeah.
is built to canonize their victims.
Yep, which is why the truthers are walking straight into a trap. I see this coming a mile away, and they told you way ahead. Okay, so that is V for Vendetta. So we've seen that like 1,000 times, okay? Like, we're walking to the pathway of that dystopian future, and it will be inducted by the truthers and the Christian Patriot truthers. And really, I mean, you know, what comes around goes around, okay? Like, unfortunately, they're going to be... if you watch the movie Agora, what they did to the Romans is what's going to happen to them, but done by the woke leftards, okay? Like, this will be the religion of scientisms. Okay, then we have, what is this? Oh shit. The hell? Isn't that the goddamn 2 pillars? Yeah. 2 pillars, and then there's the hidden light, the light of 3rd pillar, which is the pineal gland. What is this? This is Watchmen.
They knows why.
Yeah. Okay, here. Yeah.
One of us died tonight. They knows what. They knows what. They knows what.
Killing.
Ooh.
I heard he'd been working for the government. I heard he'd been working.
They knows what.
Alright, this is basically the future. Look at the Voldemort disease. That's old news. Okay. Look, I'm gonna give the Not Milk the victory lap on this one. Okay. I'm looking for the future,
Jen
which is the fake alien invasion.
thinks that there's going to be nuclear war.
Nuclear war, and then post that, I mean, this is like Reagan, the fake alien invasion. Oh, would it not be better if humanity came together if there was an outside threat, an alien invasion, an invisible enemy? Right. And, I mean, an attack on New York. Why do you think New York is always used? Because it has every population in the world that gets resonate, reflecting upon all souls on the planet, okay? Didn't you watch Marvel, Avengers, the alien invasion happened in New York? Suicide Squad, the alien invasion happened in New York. What is this? Watchmen, the alien invasion happens in New York. How many goddamn times do they have to tell you? And then we'll have our saviors, and then they'll probably look like humans and meet down at the UN, and they'll be like the Nordic aliens, and oh peace on Earth, and we're gonna fight the bad aliens, and then the bad aliens. Then the aliens that are trying to help us, they'll be labeled as the bad guys, and we'll be using our super weapons and our UFOs, and then entire lockdown. I mean, this is like this is gonna come. It's probably gonna come sooner than you think.
Someone wants us out of the way.
Yeah, someone wants us out of the way. Rorschach. Someone wants the truthers out of the way.
So we can't do anything to stop it.
Because we were dumb and we quit our jobs and we became homeless and disaffected and marginalized of society. Like, I swear to God, this is like some reverse South Park episode. Remember South Park? The rednecks were like, they took our jobs, they took our jobs. And then now in this world, we're like, it's like, you imagine the rednecks saying, you can have our jobs, we're gonna quit and you can have all our jobs, so open the border. Like, come on, it's like this is like, you know, I'm like losing my mind because it's so obvious to me. Like, the people know how to pay attention to the Walmart episode when the kids went to go meet the architect, and the architect says, you are the Walmart, that is the heart of Walmart, look in the mirror. And remember Stan, he gets the hammer, like Hiram's magical hammer, smashes the mirror, and the architect loses his mind. I tell you, look in the mirror, right? Like, stop blaming the not milk. Look in the mirror, okay? That's what humanity needs to do, but they're never gonna do it because they want to embrace dictatorship so that they become a beneficiary of dictatorship. That's all it is. It's just self-interested, you know, lower consciousness, highly dense material, human beings being human beings, and they cope through whatever method they want, whether it be religion or science. It's always been like that.
An attack on one is an attack on all of us.
Calm down, Roger. Okay. I don't know. What else? Showing you anything else?
Save us.
Okay. And just so you know, I mean, a lot of the stuff that's happening right now is a repeat of the 60s. So, like Biden's Carter, then after Carter, you're going to have a Reagan. So if it's Trump, I mean, that's obvious. I mean, that's a bit too obvious. But I'd do it.
No whisper.
Save us, and I'll whisper no. Like, the people not watch this goddamn movie? It's showing you a goddamn pyramid in Antarctica. The main guy who did it, he was one of the Watchmen, because a truther is the one who's going to betray the world to save it from itself because of humans' dumb-tard needs.
Why would I save the world?
Yeah. You know, I said I'm like Dr. Manhattan, and Drew made fun of me. But come on, man. Like, if I wanted to have a profound effect on this reality, I have the knowledge and the power and the access to do it. But I choose to do nothing because there's nothing to save. All right?
I no longer have any stake.
Yeah, why would I choose to save a world that I have nothing, that I no longer have a stake in? All right? There's nothing in it for me because I chose the right thing. All right, I chose, just chill out, do what I have to do. I'm not gonna bring a kid into this world and perpetuate the turning of the cycle of samsara. Like, you see, this is a goddamn wheel of dharma with an hourglass of the cruxing of the zodiacal wheel of the zodiac of the decagon system upon the eye of the corona. If you didn't notice, that this whole Voldemort's disease is really it's a sun white light reset ritual, and they've done it since goddamn Blind 11. Like, people goddamn this dumb. Like, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind pointing out some obvious shit. Okay, and you remember you saw the pills from V for Vendetta? Okay, now we're gonna look at the Matrix. Oh my god. Okay, he's a doomer. Look, I have to do this because, Matt says, oh, we won. They had to tell us they're breaking the rules. They're not breaking the rules. They play by the rules every single goddamn time. They show you all the time. I told you how long in advance. At the beginning of my channel, now it's obvious I knew from 18 months ago that I knew everything that I know now. I just didn't say it because that was not the time. But now we're getting to the end, and I said I didn't want to be here when this stuff was still going on. And now you're seeing me demonstrate that I knew more than I had let on from the very beginning, okay? It's all about the pills, baby. You think they're gonna put a magical stick in you every time? No, you're gonna have to take the pill yourself because you have to do stuff to you. And instead of Neo taking red pills, it's gonna be blue pills. In V for Vendetta, it was yellow pills, all right? Like red, yellow, blue, primary colors, not CMYK. Like CMYK would be reflected into Squid Game. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. But I swear, I'm not gonna sit here and watch people waste their lives for the next 20 years because of the Matrix. I have to break down the Matrix, by the way. Okay, so that'd be the Matrix. Okay, dude. Look, this is gonna take up the Saturday show because this is gonna be a long ass show. Look at what I got here. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is like a Christian Patriot Truther stuff. Wow. Yeah.
October 1st, number of the beast.
666. Oh my god. See, look, this is Christian Patriot Truther is projecting fear into 666, the number of the beast, Book of Revelations. And
it doesn't matter when. It doesn't matter whether it's in 6.
These people are actors, just so you know. I mean, do people not know that, Uncle Joe, he has an Illuminati card. It's him sitting over a desk with his hand over his head, looking in sweat, and there's papers everywhere, and the economy has crashed. Just like, Donald Trump has the card, enough is enough. Enough is enough. The Christian Patriot Truthers will be used as the violence, and then they'll be seen as a scapegoat, like in V for Vendetta.
6 minutes, 6 days,
6
or
minutes,
6 weeks.
days. Yeah, just like the Bible. Okay.
We're gonna get it done. Why is it 6 down? Weeks.
So I'm trying to tell you something here. It's made it obvious.
October 1st, September 28th, a 7. October number of
666. Like I told you, it is the sun. What are we facing right now? The sun disease. What is the cure for the sun disease? The 2 pillars of the magical elixirs of the pointy sticks. Alright? Into 1. Just like Blind 11. Same repeat of a sun white light recycle magical ritual.
The beast. As a with the
blah blah blah. Obama, yes. We know he is a reincarnated Egyptian pharaoh, whatever, dude. Let's keep going. What the hell is this?
On September 27th, 2021, Governor vaccination.
Yeah, all right here.
Today is a significant.
Yeah, dude, this is literally a repeat of goddamn. Remember Bush? He had the Upside Down book. Now they have a Marvel comic.
Deadline. It reflects
In
my
New
priority
York.
to just stop this virus dead.
You know what I see when someone shows me this? Someone standing behind the governor with the Marvel comic book. It tells me that they're going to use the Marvel comic book playbook, all right, Avengers, all right, alien invasion of New York. Please, 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 please happen sooner rather than later, okay? Oh my God.
In its tracks. We are over it, or that I will be.
Blah, blah, blah.
Hochul that allowed her for not taking.
Other healthcare workers.
Okay, whatever.
Why would this man, who is standing next to Kathy Hochul, be holding the Marvel's Avengers comic?
Why? Because if you watch the movie Marvel Avengers, it starts off with Thanos' alien invasion with Loki, and the Avengers have to go to New York to fight the alien invasion. The fake alien invasion is coming sooner rather than you think.
Book, as she announced.
Please God, please let it happen under Trump. That'd be so funny.
That therefore of Babylon.
Whatever, dude. I mean, he's just misinterpreting the Bible because it's really an alchemical book. I mean, you know, that's why. Whatever, dude. I mean, these literalists, they'll never get
persecute.
it. Like literally. I mean, people who waste their entire lives trying to do Bible study and they never get it on an alchemical level. It's just peculiar to me.
Expected in a hospital. Made the smartest men and women, the scientists, the doctors, the researchers. He made them come up with a vaccine. That is from God to us.
Yeah, a gift from God. The magical elixir is a gift from God. All right. What? And if you paid attention to my V for Vendetta clip, okay, my V for Vendetta clip. Goddamn, I deleted it. Yeah, dude, that clip, it literally said, some say it was a gift from God.
And we must say thank you, God. Thank you. And I wear my vac.
Yeah, dude, they already told you. Look, I showed you V for Vendetta said it was a gift from God. She's saying it's a gift from God in New York. Okay. Okay, look, I'm just illustrating to you how they're telling and sending secret messages. I mean, look, I have to play fair and referee. Okay. Like Not Milk, you can take the W on this one. All right, Truthers and Matt's crew, you can take the L on this one. All right. Let's see. Let's keep going. And then at the end of V for Vendetta, it's all about fear. Fear is what runs the system. Did I already break this down? It's Mr. World.
Reports received from American Observatory. Now, nearer home, comes a special bulletin from Trenton, New Jersey. It is reported that
New Jersey, isn't it? The whole Men in Black area, Queens, New York, New Jersey, the aliens. Wait, that's when they came the first time.
A huge flaming object, believed to be a meteorite.
Giant meteor.
That was visible within a range of the scene.
The color is sort of turning out of that gleam like a serpent in the mountains.
Okay, look, this is talking about that whole War of the Worlds thing. First of all, that radio thing was real. They changed it after the fact and said, oh, it's just a hoax. There's a reason why people lost their mind and freaked out. And then later, as they rewrote history, said, oh, it was just a reading on a radio program and people are just dumb, thinking it was real. It was real, right? I mean, this really freaked out the powers that be at the moment. And that's why they started the proliferation of nuclear weapons for when the aliens come back. I mean, that's why there's a whole fake alien invasion agenda like Von Braun talks about.
Reinforce you, right? Because it doesn't. Makes the world go round. That's love.
Okay, this is Mr. World. Mr. World is very correct. Everything he says is correct. I say the same thing as Mr. World. In fact, my personality archetype is very Mr. World-like.
Like the idea that love makes the world go.
Love does not make the world go round. It is fear. Like, let me ask you a question. Is your door locked right now? Yes. Is my door locked right now? Yes. Okay. Fear is really the answer. Once you embrace dictatorship and understand fear, then you understand how this world works. And this world is based on fear and scarcity and separation, right? It is a fallen, material, hell, Malthusian world, okay? Which is why I am not coming back here. I'm getting out of here, okay?
It doesn't. You don't.
Yes.
Deadbolt. Fear is order. Fear.
Yeah, fear is order, which means love is chaos. I mean, love, you can do whatever you want. So, you know, order out of chaos. That is always order out of chaos.
Is control.
Control. Order. Hello.
Fear.
The chaos cosmic complete of the astral realms. That's why there's less order there. That's why time is weird there. If you've ever astral traveled, had lucid dreams, or why clocks don't work right.
Is.
Like in reality, I mean, this world is precipitated on, one of the rules is time. So why would clocks exist in the astral realm when time isn't very you know, structured?
Safety.
Fear, safety. Hello, magical elixir. Fear of death.
Fear is.
Fear of an existential threat. Fear of an existential crisis. Fear is fiction. It is made up. It is a mental illness, alright? There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Fear is the mind killer. It is the little death that eats at us. I will face my fears and I will let it pass through me. And that's literally Dune. When Dune comes out next week, please watch Dune.
Before this moment, it looked like they did not believe in an alien attack.
They did not believe an alien attack was possible. Did you watch Netflix's Alien special? Did you watch like To the Stars Academy? Okay, there's a lot of talk of UFOs and aliens, or the whole alien thing that they were supposed to release, but no.
Could happen.
Yeah.
What made it real?
Yeah. Yeah, what made it real? But no one believed that a pandemic could happen. But what made it real was the fear.
It was the fear.
Yeah, go Mr. World.
That it could exist.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was feared so deeply meant that it did exist.
Hey dude, I don't know if I'm impressed. Yeah. Okay, whatever, dude. Fear on a stage. Okay, this whole thing is set up a stage in a movie studio. The fear that you see is a projection upon the screen.
It's a product of the imagination.
A product of the imagination. It's all in your head. The Voldemort disease is all in your head. The fake bang bang, all in your head. The fake boom boom events, all in your head. Blind 11, except the actual bringing down the physical structures itself, it's all, well, the warranty is all in your head, but they usually use a real catalyst event, because they have to make it real initially. Okay?
It's made up in the mind. The mind can dream and think of anything.
Yeah.
You love fear.
Yeah, you love fear.
You love horror.
Yeah, you love the clown show. Yeah. Matt loves the hawk that flies and it is a predator and eats bunnies when he's not looking and he's cherry picking. Yeah.
You pay money.
Yeah. You pay money. You turn in a golden loosh ticket just to enter into Disney realm because you wanted to see the clown show of fear, of the Buddhaverse of good and evil, the tree of good and evil. Because you came from the tree. Well, you're supposed to bear fruit of the tree of life, so you can take it back to heaven to get out of here. So,
for a pair of three-dimensional glasses.
For a pair of three-dimensional glasses of the double slit experiments of light and wave of your eyes. Yes, that's true. Yeah, 3D. I mean, most people play this game in first-person view instead of third-person, which is the first thing I recommend you do.
And popcorn.
Yeah, fear. Yeah,
for an hour and a half of anxiety.
So people are addicted to fear. Look at the truth community. Look at BitChute. They were all addicted to the fear. Fear porn. Doom and gloom. Right? Like, I feign my interest in doom and gloom. I've already seen 10 years of it. I've seen enough. I don't care. I do things out of habit at this point. And see, he's actually smart. He sat down and now he's the viewer upon the light screen. And this scene where he's sitting down and viewing the movie theater is the same scene in was it Katy Perry's Chained to the Rhythm? Okay, I mean, this scene is reflected a lot. And this is even in opening credits for like movies. Yeah, a light projection. Yeah. Okay. Okay, fake alien invasion. Yeah, it's all fake. It's all staged. Probably done in a movie studio with CGI. Okay, who's gonna do it? Okay, James Cameron or Christopher Nolan. Pick one. All right, because Kubrick's gone. Yeah.
Fear has no end.
Fear has no end.
Is
He's telling you. It's very important. Didn't I talk about
something on earth that keeps people thinking?
Something on earth that keeps people thinking, wanting, desire, fascination.
It's the idea that it can end at any moment.
There's the idea that it can end at any moment, that any building you walk in can get banged, that you can get the Voldemort disease at any moment it could end, that the war on T, a T word can end you at any moment. Oh my God, it can end a nuclear disaster. You need a duck and cover under your chair. It can end at any moment. Oh my God, that foreign invader can come in at any moment. Look, God damn, this is a good long con, baby. Yeah.
Fear has no end. Fear is limitless.
Fear has no end. Fear has it's limitless. Also, love. I mean, that is the opposite side of fear. I mean, Mr. World in his current incarnation, he's this strange, creepy dude or shadowy figure like me. But in a golden age, he would be love. All this love. Love has no limit. Love has no boundaries. People come here for the love. Okay, I mean, right now we're in the age of Kali Yuga, so fear dominates. But in the golden age, love dominated, which is why you need to transcend both, okay?
Fear thrives and feeds on itself, preparing you for calamity.
Preparing for calamity. Oh, we gotta prepare and stop the spread. What we gotta do? Glad to be in America anyway. At least I know I'm free. For the tea. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna walk through a metal detector at school. Okay. Loosh.
Bring you to
believe. Belief is the enemy of knowing. Everyone wants to believe. I want to believe, like in X-Files. But do you want to know? I don't think most people want to know the truth. That's what I found out in trying to help people and truthers. And mostly the content creators, but they don't give a shit, all right? Like, come on, let's get real here. I mean, these days I just view them as, cults of personalities. Fear through the screen. The screen. Hello, stop staring at the screen. Reality projected through a screen, just like an iPad goat. Hello.
The most important things are the most dangerous.
Yeah. The most important thing is most dangerous. So what is he referring to? Staring at the screen. Your wanton fascinations of your 3D pair of glasses, your eyes. Which is why I always tell you need to kill your desires. Kill your fascinations. Come on, it's obvious.
If it's real in your mind.
Yeah. If it's real in your mind.
It's real in the world.
It's real in the world. Okay? I mean, they're doing this right now. Ooh. Damn, I'm getting tired.
Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy. Okay, look, the drill. Fake alien invasion. Alright, my dudes, what time is it? Okay, look, this is gonna constitute the wrap-up show for my hiatus cleanup show and my Saturday show. Look, I told you a lot, okay? I did a presentation and did some quick breakdowns. Look, I'll see you guys later, okay? Alright, you guys have a good night, and, have no fear. Okay, look, I gotta tell you, okay? The cure to fear is the truth, alright? The more you know, the less fear you're going to have. Imagine riding the roller coaster for the first time. You're going to be afraid of it. Imagine riding it 10,000 times or knowing what it's like before the line even starts, okay? I'm showing you things way ahead of time so you don't get freaked out. This stuff means nothing to me, okay? I don't give two shits about this world or humanity, all right? I'm checking out, all right? I got my magical rainbow golden mythic rare Pokemon card called Pink-chan, okay? And I'm good. Alright? Okay, whatever, dude. Look, I'll see you guys on the other side. If, I don't know, if, whatever, dude. In reality, the only person who asked me to actually hitch a ride with me is really just, you know, Lotus Unicorn and Violet Turtle. So whatever, dude. It's not that big of a deal. Okay. I'll catch you guys whenever I see you. So I don't know when the next update will be, just because I'm going back on hiatus after this. Alright. Peace, boyos, and good night.